Welcome to Future Living, featuring excerpts from a weekly column by Robin Trimingham. This week's theme is based on focusing on what you can control. If there is one thing that the last 2 years have shown us, it is this: some things are beyond our control, and some of these things will not just continue to be beyond our control. The list of things on its own, and the extent to which they are well beyond our control, will be in a continuous state of flux. Work schedules, school timetables, travel requirements, weather patterns, social distancing, the availability of random food items, public transportation operating hours, road construction. It's exhausting just trying to compile the list. And yet somehow, even though we know it is illogical, the vast majority of us continue to cling to the idea that we need and must control things. But when that proves to be impossible, instead of working on our own ability to let go of expectations and go with the flow, what do? We lash out. What is especially interesting is who we are lashing out at. Once upon a time, if we had a bad day, we came home and yelled at the dog, or perhaps other family members. Then along came social media and a door opened to a sneaky new way to vent frustration, safely, but more importantly, anonymously. And for a while that satisfied us, until it didn't. Stressed beyond the breaking point by fear, anxiety, and frustration, and emboldened by all our online practice, we have started to let loose on our fellow man without considering the consequences for ourselves or those around us. A case in point, a few months ago while driving my car in heavy traffic, I rounded a sharp bend in the road, bordered on the left by a steep wall to discover a woman walking toward me. There is no reason on earth that justifies her presence there. She would have been more easily seen and much safer on the grassy verge on the other side of the road. Although I was proceeding at a normal speed in the center of my lane, for some unknown reason, she chose that moment to unleash all of her pent-up frustration by letting loose the loudest and longest gut-curdling scream I have ever heard. Needless to say, for an instant I thought I'd somehow hit her. But as there was another car directly behind me, I couldn't simply slam on the brakes, which definitely would have caused an accident. I had no choice but to proceed forward and decrease speed more slowly, all the while frantically scanning the rearview mirror, trying to work out what had happened. But the woman was just standing in the road, completely unharmed. Sometimes I wonder if she realized how close her momentary loss of control came to causing a multiple vehicle accident. More importantly, I wonder what series of events led her to take such an extreme action in the first place. As for the traffic around her, heads turned, but no one stopped. I often think of that day and what it taught me about self-control. I had no control over the situation I found myself in that day, and it would have been easy to panic and lose control of my own vehicle. But it was by forcing myself to stay calm and not react that got me through what could have been a major incident, with innocent people being hurt one way or another, me included. Perhaps there is a lesson for all of us in that. I'll let you be the judge.